This video I'm going to do some maintenance on the fifth wheel hitch for the Momentum. I just took care of the suspension and that was the previous video. So if you wanted to watch that, I'll put it right up here. So this is pretty simple. I'm going to be cleaning up the grease on the jaws and all the white lithium grease that you'll see me put on as well, and just get it ready, and then I'll grease up the jaws, the grease zerk, for the little different movements that this hitch does. This is the BMW Companion hitch, fifth wheel hitch. It's, I think, a 25,000 pound rated hitch. It does have articulation, well, forward and back and left to right, but I can't, it's a little too tough for me to try to move that. But you can see I don't put any grease up here. I use a grease plate, and that's not looking good. I'm not sure what's happening there. Something on the grease plate might be rubbing on it. I don't know, I'll have to look at that. But so the grease plate, which is nice, I don't have to worry about touching it with my clothes or whatever, but I do have grease in there that's pretty old now and dirty, as you can probably see. I think I'm going to go ahead and take it out so I can spray it down with some brake clean and not ruin the truck. So the way this one works, you just pull these two pins and then you just lift. As far as tools go, really just some shop towels, this really nice Lock and Lube grease gun, which I highly recommend, and I will have a link down in the description below. It's probably the best gun I've ever used, at least a handheld non-electric one. And then just white lithium grease, and then some brake clean. First, I'm just going to try to wipe off any of the thick stuff just with a paper towel. Now I'm going to hit it with some brake clean. This is what it looks like now. It's pretty clean. All right, now I'm going to use the Lock and Lube grease gun. It doesn't matter which grease gun, you can just get a tube of grease and use your fingers, but it's more fun with the gun. Kind of rhymes. I'm just going to put a little bit in the areas where there's movement, and then I'll rub stuff around with my fingers, and then where it actually touches. All right, so now I'm just gonna get this stuff kind of in the area where there's actual touching going on, and a little bit in here, so when the kingpin goes in, and if there's a little bit on the front there, shouldn't be a problem. Actually, I'm probably gonna wipe off this top piece here. This one. Just have a little bit left on there. I'm gonna actually put it right in here, since that's where they touch and they meet, so it should be good. Now there's a grease zerk on the underside right here. I'm just gonna spray that down, clean it off real quick, and add some grease until I see grease being pushed out these ends. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add some grease here. I'm gonna go ahead and start pumping. If you watch here and here, 4, wow, 5, it's using quite a bit of grease. 7. Okay, I'm seeing grease coming out over on the bottom side here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And there we go, right there too. So we pushed out that old grease, and we should be good now. If you look, that's the new grease. That's the red grease. So we're getting the new grease coming all the way through. I'm not gonna be able to wipe in there, but that's okay. Get that cleaned. One other thing I want to take care of is where these go on to the base up there on the truck, and I'm gonna clean these out, and then I'm gonna put white lithium grease on the truck side of this. gonna clean it off with a dry towel. That way we don't have any brake clean on it. Kind of makes a mess. And we're back in. Put these in. I think we're good. I don't mind doing this maintenance stuff. What bugs me is all the things that are broken and that get broken on things that I feel like shouldn't be broken. And I have a long list of stuff that just in 1 year from a brand new RV, just in 1 year, a long list of stuff that's either broken or is just a terrible design, or there's better ideas out there and I'm not sure why they didn't do it. We're gonna come out with that video here soon, but as far as maintenance goes, that's pretty easy. This isn't too bad. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna be putting a lot more tips and tricks, stuff I've learned along the way. This is 1 year full-time living in that RV, and this lifestyle, there's gonna be a lot of content.